everyone. Allergies. Summertime. Welcome to another open chat. And folks, if you want to join, the link is the first comment right there. So I'm going to say hi to my one token person here. Hi, Miss Blue. Okay, so I am sorry for monster hair, okay? It's Missouri. It's hot. My air conditioning is a little bit leaky, and it is humid as hell. Which means my hair turns into a bush. So, apologies for that, all right? Let's say hi to the other people who've jumped in. Hello, Cement Shoes. Hello, HP. Jenny, as always, nice to see you. Oh no, I've been to other human places, but Missouri has a special level of hell in the summertime. I don't really know what it is about our climate exactly out here in this state, but holy mother of God, when the temperatures start rising above 100, and yeah, it's miserable. So, yeah, there's that. All right. Hello, Merrick. You sure that the hell the portal closed? I'm pretty sure it's Missouri right now. But at least it feels that way if you walk outside. All right, everyone. It's been an interesting week, hasn't it? We've watched the mainstream media collectively lose its goddamn mind. And I do mean lose its goddamn mind. Like, on everything. Not just JD versus AH. Oh no, they decided they were going to double down on ableistic bullshit too. Which I'll get to that here in a moment. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll see you in a minute, Jen. Nice to see you, Chairman, as always. Thank you for coming on in. But to kind of give you a precursor, so we had the mainstream media double down on stupid in two areas that we primarily cover on this channel. First, for never letting AH's scummy little freaking face ever leave my TL, no matter how many of them I block. They're like cockroaches. They're coming out of the woodworks and somehow still appearing on my TL in spite of every single time I block them. Hi, Miss Jenny.
Hey.
But yeah, so like MSM coming out of the woodworks, just toting her bullshit. I can't still, in spite of like blocking more news outlets than I care to mention, still have her face popping up on my TL.
Oh, she went on the Good Morning show today and it was like, so I don't blame the jury, I blame Johnny.
So I guess it's his fault that it's over 100 degrees, humid as fuck, and my hair is mushrooming into a monstrous beast. Thanks, Yanni. But
is a twat.
I mean, and yeah, her stupid is unfortunately not just with her. When they decide to go and attack the YouTubers.
Yep.
For fuck's sake. But they're all for profit. They're in it for the fucking money. I'm like, what are you in journalism for then? Because if you weren't in it for the money, why are you toting her bullshit?
Yep.
Hello,
every article.
Hey, give me one moment.
Okay.
I'm fixing my earbuds.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Yeah, no, the media is.
How are you guys?
Oh my God, I've had to deal with stupid on two fronts. I got MSM throwing that stupid bitch in my face like every 2 minutes, no matter how many times I block them. And then one of them, who put out a supportive article talking about us being bots and YouTubers, they decided to double down on stupid. They decided to run an article in support of the Judge Rotenberg Center and that kids that are out of control need to be sent there. They need this treatment and you don't understand.
They need to be electrocuted. That's nice.
Right? And I've
Yeah.
noticed this trend, and I mentioned it earlier on Twitter. All these places coming out in defense of her have had, at one point or another, had at least one article coming out to support the JRC.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Well, I've had ECT for depression, and it worked on me. It worked, but other people, I don't
See,
know.
that it would be one thing if it was ECT and it was a specific situation.
Yeah.
Like I grew up around hospitals my whole life. My mom's been in healthcare longer than most of these stupid idiots defending her have been alive.
2/3 of my childhood I spent in the hospital.
So yeah, I've always been around them, and yeah, that's not what they do there. They created a device it's electric skin shock. It's not even ECT.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was a device by, as Matthew Israel said, designed to hurt them. The lesser, kinder GED runs on 15 milliamps.
Oh.
The GED 4A, what they had Andre McCollins on in that video that he was shocked over 31 times, 45. We're lucky he's not dead.
Well, I got a stun gun that would shock that asshole into submission. So.
Yeah, it's cement shoes. They do. They do it on kids.
Yeah.
Admittedly, by the JRC, one of the youngest people to wear the devices in recent history, as of 2006, was a 9-year-old.
Oh my God. Yep. I got a stun device that I use for protection, and that looks like a cell phone. It's 15 million volts. So it knocks a person down and keeps them down for quite a bit.
Yeah, and then I had the New York Times on one hand defending AH, and then also running an article. One of my allies over on Autistic Twitter sent it out to the rest of us. Running an article behind a paywall.
Oh, nice.
Saying her parents love her, but they couldn't take the meltdowns anymore.
Like,
Sure. Depriving them of food, sleep, and shocking them. And that's not all they do. They also have these bizarre behavioral rehearsal lessons where they have staff jump out at these kids, random. One of them grabbed one by the shirt, like the scruff of their neck, and was pointing a plastic knife at them and screaming, "Do you want to eat this? Do you want to eat this?"
What the hell?
If the student didn't respond or fight, they'd be shocked for not giving a reaction. If they gave a reaction, it would be shocking them for having a behavior. And that was supposed to teach them how to not have the behavior.
What? That's torture, plain and simple. That's torture. That I can't believe people get off on that, and they give them a freaking medical license. Jesus Christ.
They've been doing this for over 30 years. Every student every year is $287,000 a head. They've
Oh,
been
that's
open.
why money.
They've been doing it since the 70s. 6 kids are dead. Any other school, any other program, because I've worked in this field, would have been shut down like that with 1 kid. But the court, and tell me if this sounds familiar watching the JD case, the courts protected the JRC time and again. Senators, particular judges, people, and professionals within their walls.
Money. Money.
It is some of the worst corruption. I've watched a JD versus AH case. I've seen the corruption this is drawn out. And I hate to say it, but this is 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, well, because it is. It is.
And here's the bad thing, Chairman, and Jenny already knows this. We got a ban through the FDA in 2020 to get them to stop through the FDA. And then July of last year, almost a year ago now, the federal DC Circuit Court overturned the ban. They overturned the ban and are saying now they can turn back to safe treatment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So basically, killing is a safe treatment. Okay. Get your fucking heads out of your asses, please.
So if anybody wants to know, I was still doing the JD versus AH case, but the reason why my channel changed so much, and maybe I wasn't on everybody's channels like I was that the moment that news came out, I knew what I needed to focus on. Because they're still there.
They're still lost in that. Then I kind of just brought the JD case to your channel.
Well, I mean, I started to cover it just because I'm an analytical, logical thinker. And I saw an angle nobody else would, because he's neurodiverse. People like Amber prey on us. They target us specifically.
Yep.
Sorry about that. That was my dog.
We got something to see here.
Little boy.
Yes, I saw that earlier. That was hilarious.
What? I can't read it on my small screen.
Screams of Anubis.
And then Johnny shot me and I died. Misheard. If you died, wouldn't you be dead? For me, it wasn't that bad.
Hello, Sean. And hello, Carrie. Nice to see you.
Yes.
But yeah,
Hi,
I joined it
Gary.
because I knew I would be talking it from an angle that, because everybody else just saw the fact that he was a man, but I saw the disability side of it, because the number of people, especially young people with disabilities, that are murdered by their significant others is astronomical. And every time women can't do that. Women can't do that. It's a different world when the man who's supposed to have the power has a disability. It kind of turns their power dynamics talk on its head.
Yep. That's why I don't date and have a girlfriend.
And my cat's plenty company, aren't you, Mr. Cat? And I got roommates, so I don't know. I knew nobody would see that. Or how easy, unfortunately, it is to manipulate one of us. We're susceptible to love bombing because we're not used to getting chased by I'll just say preferred. I don't want to say preferred gender because I don't want to get hit on that either, but we're not used to having someone pursue us aggressively romantically. It's flattering, especially when you're not used to it.
Yeah. I've been tricked multiple times.
So have I.
Not fun.
Well, Tiffany knows my story. And I won't say it right now. And I knew Johnny has ADHD, so I was like, okay. Then I saw what she was doing, and I was like, why do I have nerve to smack you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. And they're trying to shove me, this person who's gone and filmed a movie demonizing people like me, comparing autism to demon possession, for God's sake.
Yeah. And
but this woman is going to come in and properly diagnose autism in the 1800s. I'm sorry, my history nerd in me just cannot handle it.
Oh, you're talking about that movie.
Yeah. It wasn't a diagnosis until the 30s and 40s.
Yep.
And it's already heinous, but I'm sorry, history nerd. I've studied history, ancient, modern, and medieval since I was 10.
Mm-hmm. And to be clear, guys, I will not smack anyone. I was just saying, why do I have the urge? Not meaning I want to do it. To be perfectly clear.
It's a neurodivergent moment. Find your most favorite beat-up toy, inanimate objects, and go to town.
Right? Like, honestly.
Although I can't really say that. Poor Paul has once witnessed me almost put a hole through a wall using a purse that was empty.
Huh.
Walt totally deserved
it. Was it providing personal offense?
Yes.
Did it call me Yella? If that doesn't show you I've watched old movies since I was a kid, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
But I did get involved with it from a disability rights angle. I kind of jumped in at the later part of the Britney Spears thing because disabled angle.
Mm-hmm.
And all these people, you jumped on the bandwagon. No, I'm just doing what I have done for years and years. I started over at Wrong Planet, which was for a long time almost an autistic version of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I started over there when I got my position at the state. And yeah, I've been doing this a long, long time. But we're out for the money. Why does everybody always think I'm getting paid? Like, would we be in this humid, stupid state if I were getting paid, Paul?
No, we'd be in Ireland where it's nice and cold and
humid. See? I'm just saying, we'd grab a few of our other neurodiverse friends while we were at it.
Mm-hmm.
We almost have like an old call center veterans, like almost a support group to talk about our troubles.
Mm-hmm. And like HP is saying, Brittany got married on the 9th, and Johnny got the vindication on Narcissistic Abuse Day. So,
I did like that.
Yeah. And Brittany just moved, and another thing that we should say about Brittany.
She just got married.
Yep. I just said
and
that.
She filed an ironclad prenup.
Yeah. Not just that. Her ex-husband broke into her wedding with a knife.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I was like, why can't she just have a moment of peace?
You know my opinion, Jenny. I think all of them deserve a moment of peace. Can we stop trying to intrude on Johnny's life every 5 minutes and saying, "Oh, he's getting back together with Kate. Oh no, but Camille. Oh no, but for God's sake, leave them alone. Leave all of them alone."
Mm-hmm.
I neurodivergent twinge of sympathy. We don't like that much attention scrutinized on our personal lives. We like our alone time. It's sacred.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anytime I was with one of my friends, everyone assumed I was dating that person. I was like, no. The reason I'm not talking about who I'm dating is none of your fucking business. Now leave me alone about it.
The only people who don't try to assume about who I am or am not dating, thank God, is my mom and my stepdad. They're like my few highlights of sanity and where I get most of my snark. No, it wasn't K-Fed Cement Shoes. It was that Jason dude from years ago. So, all MSM are doubling down. What is this thing about? I'll let you rant on it, Jenny. Why are we defending proven with evidence abusers and people who torture children?
You really want me to go there?
I'm gonna let you comment. This is open chat. Let it go.
Oh God. Okay. Because people are stupid as fuck and don't understand the fact that people are people and need to let people be themselves for once and stop going, oh, but we need to fix everyone or tear people down, whatever one you want to think about it as. Like, holy fuck, just stop it. Or I am going to lose my shit, and I've already lost my shit many times.
Oh God, and even it's well-meaning folks, but it's still ableist. When you try to tell Johnny who he needs to get with next or who he needs to get married to next, it's ableist as fuck.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs someone to take care of him. We've had to listen to that kind of shit our entire lives.
We could take care of ourselves now. Leave us alone.
Does anybody ever think, at this point, I would not be surprised if he just, at some point, once he gets everything done, decides to say, fuck it, and, take a survivalist course out in the middle of nowhere where no one can see hide or hair of him for 6 months.
Right.
I could see that.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if he sold everything that he had that involved her.
No, that wouldn't surprise me if he hasn't already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, HP has had some comments here. Because clicks get them money. No, I felt the need all week, HP. Feel the need and just go with it. Let it go.
Shit.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen, you were gonna go ahead and say something?
Yeah, a thing that really pisses me off about this entire thing, I don't know if people realized it happened because it happened so quick and so subtle during the case that it was like, wait, what? But I picked it up. Her lawyers, in front of the judge, was trying to dox Johnny's medical records.
And it's not the first time.
No.
They have continuously tried to violate the laws of HIPAA the entire time, the whole 2 years during the entirety of the discovery. And they tried to do it on the stand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I kept saying, like, 2 years ago, I did a whole video on it. Like, if he really wanted to nail her ass to the wall, all he would have had to do was show that she was power of attorney during the time that he was detoxing. And have the paperwork to show that she was in control at the time. And if he could prove with medical documents the harm that was done, he could have nailed her to the wall with a particular adage in the ADA, abuse against elderly and disabled people. The federal ADA law, if he really wanted revenge, like they say, he could have brought her up on federal charges if he would have been able to have all the documents to back that up. And he probably did, to be honest. Yeah. She has no idea how lucky she is that he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he talked about his finger, how she chopped it off, and they try to spin it every which way imaginable.
Yeah, I know they do.
Yeah.
See him turning into a monk and taking a vow of silence.
He's been known to do that a couple times.
Who could blame it? We crave that alone time and and it's both sides. That's not letting him alone. It's both sides.
Yeah.
Speculating about his love life, speculating about this, speculating about that. And then there's me. The only news I care about is when the next documentary is coming out.
And then you get stupid Eve Fartlow stalking him.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
That girl has issues a mile long. My stepmom is Jewish. Or as she likes to call herself, she calls herself this, folks, the original angry New York Jew.
I mean, sure.
But she, to Eve, everything is freaking anti-Semitic. Everything. Jeez.
Oh, man.
I don't know. And when she started calling all Depp supporters that, I'm like, my stepmom had family members who were murdered in Auschwitz.
Oh, man.
And you are coming and telling me, her stepdaughter, that I am anti-Semitic. Because why? I don't agree with you? You never. You can't use the freaking Holocaust like that, people. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell MSM this bullshit too. You can't use a Holocaust for a defense and a shield for all the bullshit, the negative insanity that you put out into the world. That is an insult to the millions who had died. How dare you, Eve Barlow, take lightly the horrors the survivors that are still around and those who have passed went through in order to use it as a shield to protect who? Who? That privileged bitch? Sorry. I've been wanting to say that a long time.
Eve wasn't born. Eve wasn't born a Jew, right? She decided to become one or something.
No,
I heard.
She's ethnicity-wise, she was born a Jew. She's not religiously Jew.
Oh, okay. I heard somewhere that she decided to become one.
No, ethnicity-wise, she is a Jew, but you cannot just use the Holocaust as a shield to hide behind your own negativity and evil shit you put out into the world as a defense to where you're untouchable. That is an insult to the millions of people who died.
Yeah.
Don't ever compare your slight little privileged problems to the real shit those people went through. Cement shoes. Right? I mean, technically, I guess I could start throwing the JRC in people's faces. Or ABA. Or the bunch of other shit disabled people and people with mental health issues have had to endure for over the centuries. Yeah, I know that joke, HP. But yeah, I get a special kind of anger when people hide behind the real shit other people went through to protect themselves. Ugh. Yeah, I was never going to like mainstream media, was I?
No.
It did, HP. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And I'm sure, Jenny, you've heard people try to use stupid crap like that to defend themselves from saying horrific shit. And yes, Eve Barlow, my stepmom watches the news avidly. She watched and saw those photos of what happened to those Pakistani kids. And she was on the side of the victims.
All right, I just want to show you something and then have a little rant, if that's okay.
Yes. I've been ranting for a minute. Sorry, guys. I get into it.
It's okay. I'm just going to... There we go.
Thank you for always stopping me and reminding me, Jen. Oh,
okay,
God.
so she thinks that's bullying, but yet she's okay with AH going, yes, I hit you. I wasn't punching you, but I was hitting you.
It's because she has a golden vagina.
She's okay with AH admitting to chopping Johnny's finger off over a post-nap.
No, okay Amber's vagina is as rotten as that turd she left on the bed.
Every time they say power dynamics and she's a woman, I'm going to start throwing the fact that he's a disabled man in their faces. I'm done playing nice.
I stopped playing nice a long time ago. And like, there's so many recordings where she is gaslighting people, him.
Yeah.
And yet Eve Barlow was like, oh no, that's fine. But the fact that Johnny called Elon's dick crooked is bullying? Get a fucking clue, lady.
I'm sorry, speaking as a person who has had, except for my one awesome gal pal, who I'm still proud of, she's an Army med tech. But that being sideswiped, most of my friends have been guys my entire life. And I'm sorry, most guys who have been cheated on are going to have far more interesting names than some of the ones that Depp came up with on the men that she cheated with.
Oh.
He was kind in comparison.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Because you know that anybody who's been cheated on, there's anger as well as hurt.
Yeah. I can speak from experience.
And you all, I say
Yeah,
this with
I can
love,
speak
come
from
up with some real
experience.
creative names.
Yeah. I've been cheated on many times. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this. Yeah, age pisses me off.
They all piss me off. If I could roll her in with all the people, the staff from the JRC and the people who support them in a big ball, and then find a stick of dynamite, light it, and throw them off a cliff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know if there might be one Stan spying on here saying, "Oh my gosh, that was a threat." Learn the difference between wish and action, people. Or for the love of God, can her Stans learn the English language? Particularly past tense and present tense would be great. Or figures of speech.
Mm-hmm.
Actions versus saying words like wish or I want to or the actual action, because in spite of what MSM tells you, there is a difference.
Yeah. And can I just say another thing? If anyone believes that she had anything broken and didn't go see a doctor,
Please.
you are stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember?
There's no way that she got hit in the face by those rings and didn't get her face crushed.
Yeah. And there's no way she had a broken nose and didn't go see a doctor and get her nose reset.
Please. Someone as vain as her? Spare me.
Mm-hmm.
And does anyone remember back when Eminem was in trouble years and years ago, when he did that song Skeletons in My Closet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he did an interview and he said, no. What I do is, instead of going out and doing the bad things I want to do, I sing about them, I rap about them, and then I feel a whole lot better. And it's like, y'all have short-term memory.
Yeah.
Or selective short-term memory.
He uses his music to vent. That's what he uses his music to do. And he's a bad guy for it. That makes no sense.
Like Anson. They've been trying to cancel that poor guy for years, since I was a teenager.
And now Evan Rachel Wood is trying to cancel him, and she's getting nowhere with it.
Yeah.
And let me just show you guys something. Everyone's saying that this is not connected to Johnny Depp. Really? Let me show you.
You mean every 5 minutes Elaine was saying his name?
But it's even worse than that. Watch this.
Still, it kind of made me want to send Manson a fruit basket. Bro, I'm sorry. I hope this helps scrubs her voice out of your head.
Right? Just take a look at this.
She's going to pull it up here in a moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, it probably was cement shoes. It's been a moment. Yes, I know about that picture. They're both some pals, but Evan Rachel Wood,
was, yeah.
She went one step above AH with that stupid fake FBI letter.
Mm-hmm. And Manson was at that Thanksgiving dinner. The one that AH claimed that something happened.
Mm-hmm.
When it didn't.
And bringing it back a little bit, Merrick says, do not forget that a lot of disabled and homosexual people died in the Holocaust too. Mm-hmm. Asperger and his colleagues, or the Lebensraum, they experimented on us.
Yep, they sure did. They actually injected gasoline into midgets, or sorry, little people. Yeah. Sorry, used the wrong word there.
It depends on the little person. I knew one. I worked with one at State who was a caseworker, and she actually just used the term midget. She found humor in it.
Huh. Well.
Or also my episode of just call people whatever the hell they want to be called.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just trying to.
I hate the word crippled. I really hate that.
Yeah. I'm going to share the Manson video on mute, if that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, you can do that. While you're pulling that up, I swear to God, though, if I hear more like differently abled one more time, I'm like going to call somebody's eyes out.
Huh. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a Manson video.
It's the full Manson video recorded and posted on. Oh, there's Jack.
The towel on the back of the head. I'm sorry, that brings childhood memories back.
Weird.
Oh, there we go. And run.
And run.
I can't say shit. I did stuff like that.
And oh, Johnny's not there, and that was after giving AH a wine glass.
Poor puppies.
And there's the ex-assistants, him beside Manson. Turning the dogs.
Oh, she's like, yeah, she's got the puppies.
This is Manson's ex-assistant, not AH's ex-assistant, so we're perfectly clear on that one.
No, I figured it was probably Paula.
And then you'll see Manson get up to go find Johnny. AH didn't care where he was. It was Manson that cared and tried to go find out where he is and what the heck is going on. See? He's looking around. And if I unmute this video, you can hear Rocky going, "Ow, you're hurting me," to AH.
Yeah, who's surprised?
Sean, I put it on mute because I didn't want to hear all of AH's cackling.
Cement Shoes, you remember the pic of Manson giving AH that look? Yes, that freaking, like, that is the biggest what the fuck look I've ever seen in my life. Where she was standing out on stage with EO and Manson's right next to her going, that look, oh my God. Like, even he's sitting like, what am I seeing right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, bro. We all know Brain Beach really needs to exist in this world. We understand.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Anyways, I gotta run. Thanks for having me on. See you around.
Thank you, Jen. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
It's Miss Gina. Hello, Gina. Nice to see you, hon. Thank you for keeping me calm during the week. I work call center sales for Wayfair from home, like back there where you kind of see that coat top of the computer is where I usually work from, and I hate sales from the very depths of my being. So I'm trying desperately to hit all the numbers I can so I can move over to customer service and stop hating my life. So
my first job was to work at Walmart as a greeter.
Oh, God.
I hated that job.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Cement Shoes, you said if Manson giving you that look is like Ozzy telling you you're making a spectacle of yourself, right? Right? If it's one of those two and saying, slow down. I don't know. Does Johnny hate sales more than me? Possibly. Maybe. But yeah, Dina, we were talking about all kinds of things. The MSM never letting that idiot named AH leave my timeline. And then also throwing in with the JRC almost within the very same news articles that they let out, almost in the same stream of things they put out that day. Ooh, I was feeling extremely angry that day. I know it was a joke, HP. I'm just saying, I know from stories that I did not know before this case because I never looked into celebrities, that, yeah, he used to work call center sales back in the day where it had to be a telephone and a phone book. And he did timeshares, so that's why I said that. He knows the special level of hell that is call center sales. Poor guy. It probably lies somewhere in the recessive parts of his mind, and it's part of his idea of if hell exists, what it might be like. I like to call that type of job like the 10th circle of call center hell. HP. I'm glad that they'll watch the interview. I really am, because I don't want to hear working in a call center, you deal with like the very dregs of the worst of what human beings are possibly capable of, and just self-entitlement and selfishness and just ugly, reprehensible behavior. Blah. Back many eons ago, Cement Shoes, before computers, where it was even worse, he used to try and sell timeshares and would end up doing the opposite and telling them, you don't need to buy this, man.
Huh.
Yeah, no. I think it was before. Oh, Jesus Christ, cement shoes. I would have committed. I'm afraid that's the kind of job that probably would have me contemplating seppuku.
Mm-hmm.
Without bass play. Yeah, no, I won't do it without bass play. I will starve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured he married Lori Ann in '83. It was like many eons ago. But yeah, such was the social media circus, and now they're double down on us YouTubers. Well, they can't come by this channel and say, look at all the money she's making. Like, really? You see this apartment and you see money? Like, most of this stuff is Walmart special. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of the fact that I've afforded to get Walmart special. But it's Nightmare on Elm Street. It was. That was him. He played Glenn. And as far as I know, he's still close friends with Robert Englund, as he should be. Sorry, I love Robert Englund. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Her appeal doesn't stand a shot in hell. She's insulted the entirety of the Virginia court. And they're going to, what? Oh, she insulted us. Let's give her one right away. She needs to learn how to stop burning her bridges.
Yep.
Indeed, HP, the one and the only. It was also in Wishmaster.
Man.
You look exhausted. Probably as exhausted as I am brain dead.
I'm in a lot of pain. My back's killing me today.
For me, it's my
osteoporosis in my spine, so it gives me a lot of discomfort. Yeah.
I get you.
Due to a lot of antibiotics that went through IVs. That the one thing they don't tell you about IV antibiotics, that it strips you of calcium.
Yeah, I knew that, but that's because of my mom.
Yeah.
That's why she's constantly on me. Take your calcium pills. When you get older and they stick you in those IVs, you need to be taking your calcium now.
Yeah, but the problem is if you take those calcium supplements while you're doing the IVs, the calcium goes directly to the IV antibiotic and not you.
Yeah, that's why she's telling them take them now while I'm young before I have to deal with any of that.
Yeah, well, the doctors would give me calcium boosters, but they gave it to me while I was still taking the antibiotic. So it didn't help my bones any at all. Just,
okay, HP, I'm going to slightly age myself here. But what in the world does TTYL mean?
I have no idea what that means either.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah.
I know some of the slang, which is really sad because I'm Gen X. You would think I would know more of the slang on computers than I do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Orange Box. Yeah, talk to you later, HP. Thank you. God, I'm out to the age where I'm starting to feel old.
Oh, talk to you later.
Well, thank you, Orange Box. I appreciate that.
Talk to you later.
Gina's. Gina says her spine is affected as well, but hers is arthritis, so you have her sympathy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of the stuff I see on TV, like with wrestling, I tell people that if they remotely even did that to me, I would be dead with all the stuff that they do on TV.
No, I get you there.
Yeah. Jeez. You hit me with a board. That would be it.
For me, it's my legs. Like, when I was like about 20, I started having random constant spasms in my legs all the time. I lay my legs straight out in front of me and they'll jump involuntarily, and it's going on constantly all the time. They still don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, I have a nerve condition now because of all the medical surgeries I've had. It's like what's the stupid thing called? RSD. It's kind of like RSD, but only men get it, or something. Reflex sympathetic dystrophy, but only men get it, and not women, or something like that. Some dumb doctor explained that to me because of all the times that I've been cut open, that my nerves just fire off and don't stop firing for about 10-20 minutes when I have a nerve problem. Yeah.
No, I understand that. Whatever's wrong with me, they've never been able to find out, but it does feel like whatever it is, it like makes the whole muscle move involuntarily. And if the weather gets bad enough, it will go up into my spines, my arms, and even into my fingers.
Yeah, that sounds like RSD, reflex sympathetic dystrophy. That sounds a lot like it. That might be the problem.
It gets better when I constantly work out all the time. I don't know if something about the blood circulation helps, or...
Yeah.
Suffer from my chronic jerks as you try to sleep, so everyone's suffering. We appreciate it, Gina. All right, guys, we've been on for about an hour, and I'm going to have to go bother people to go fix my air conditioning that's leaking again like it does every year.
Oh, boy.
So I appreciate everyone for coming out for Open Chat this Monday. I'm sorry I'm cutting it short, and thank you, Chairman, for coming on.
No problem.
And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.